Good morning, students. In the previous video, we have studied three parts of the chapter. The chapter is the rise of small kingdoms in North India. We have studied about governance in North India, administration, economy, society, religion. We have studied these things. Now, today we are going to start with the education. That what kind of education was there in North India at that time. So, superstitions and narrow mindedness were a great hurdle to education. So, superstition, without any scientific basis, without any logic, the beliefs, they are known as superstitions. Like if a black cat crosses your way, you are going to have a bad day. So there isn't any logic behind that. So these things are known as superstition. And narrow mindedness means the people did not have broader thinking. They thought in a very small manner. So these two things were a great difficulty in the way of education. The elementary education was limited to temples and monasteries. So early education, it was limited to temples and monasteries. It was provided in the temples and the monasteries. The universities of Nalanda and Vikramshila, located in Bihar, became important centers of higher education. This is very important. Our universities of that time, at that time also we had universities, the universities of Nalanda and Vikramshila. They were located in Bihar. They were very important, center of for higher education. Many students, they wanted to come to study there. The study of philosophy and religion was encouraged, but subjects like mathematics and science were ignored. But the thing is that at that time, philosophy and religion were encouraged and mathematics and science were ignored. Means much attention was given to philosophy and religion but not to mathematics and science. The regional languages like Marathi, Gujarati and Bengali developed as they were the languages in which the Bhakti saints preached and composed songs. So the languages like Marathi, Gujarati and Bengali, they developed at that time because they were related to religion. Not only religion, they were related to Bhakti. But Sanskrit enjoyed a place of prominence. But Sanskrit was a most important language of that time also. Pali and Prakrit languages were used for writing books on Buddhism and Jainism. Pali for Buddhism, Prakrit for Jainism. These two languages were used to write religious text on Buddhism and Jainism. You remember Pali for Buddhism, Prakrit for Jainism. You can say remains of Nalanda University in Bihar. Art and architecture. What kind of art was there? And what kind of buildings were made at that time? What kind of architecture they have? You can see Lingaraj Temple, Bhubaneswar. What a beautiful architecture this is. The examples of the paintings of North India can be found in the form of murals in places, caves and temples. You know what kind of paintings were there? They were painted on walls. You can find them in the palaces, caves. The Jain monks and painters of Bengal developed the art of miniature painting. Small paintings that is drawn in books to illustrate books. From paintings only you can understand the things. The text was not required. The Lingaraj and Mukteshwara temples and Bhubaneswar and the Sun Temple at Konark are the fine example of the architecture of that period from 8th to 12th century. You can see Sun Temple of Konark. These temples, Bhubaneswar में जो temples हैं and Sun Temple in Konark, they are very famous and they are the fine examples that what kind of architecture was there at the time from 8th to 12th century. Now what about trade? India developed trade relations with the countries of the east. Trade was also very nice at that time. It was flourishing and India was in trade relation with countries of the east, southeast, west and central Asia and the European countries also. This brought Indians into close contact with the developments in other countries. So from this trade, Indians came to know that what kind of developments are going on in other countries also. The common features in political, social and cultural life in different parts brought the people of India closer. So Indian people, they came closer to different parts because of political, social and cultural life. Later on, this proved to be a great boon for Afghan, Turkish, and Mughal rulers to establish their rule in India. So these trade relation, these kind of things, it became blessing for Afghan, Turkish, and Mughals as they wanted to establish their rule in India. Now, do you know the world famous Khajuraho temple complex was built by Chandelas, rulers of Bundelkhand, who were earlier the feudatories of Pratiharas. These temples are decorated with beautiful sculptures, you can see. Now, keywords, you can study these keywords. Now, let us take up something to know this exercise. So, take the correct option. Who was the author of Kavirag Marga? So, the answer is Amog Varsha. Then Vikramshil Vihar, a center of Buddhist education, was established by. It was established by Dharampala. The Sun Temple, known for its fine architecture, is situated at Konark. Who among the following kings was elected by the people? Gopala, by the people of Bengal, if you remember. Which one of the following temple was not constructed by Pratiharas? So it was Mahabalipuram, the temple of Mahabalipuram. Now fill in the blanks. Regional languages developed very fast under the rule of Dash, a Pratihara king, Mihir Bhoj. Danti Durga was the real founder of Rashtrakuta Empire. So these are the fill-ups. Don't go through these. Maybe they can be wrong also. I am not teaching you. I have taught you these two only. These three you are going to find out by yourself because they are very easy. Very easy. So now true and false. The kingdoms of Pratiharas and Palas rose in North India. It is false. Palas rose in East India and Pratiharas Western India. Govinda III was a Rashtrakuta ruler. It is true. The tripartite struggle involved the Rashtrakuta, the Pratihara and the Pala. Right? It is true. The four main clans of Rajputs are known as Agni Kulas. It is also true. Muhammad Qari came from Iran. It is false. He came from, that you will answer by yourself. Now these are the questions that I am going to put it in your assignment slot afterwards. So student, this is all about the chapter. Tomorrow we are going to start a new chapter that may be from your civics portion. So students, revise the chapter and go through these keywords also, and these questions are to be done in your book only. Complete these questions in your book. Thank you students, have a nice day.